Been trying to think of some creative ways that I can make this content a little bit more entertaining for you guys. Today I thought of day in the life product research. What I mean here is I came in contact with a number of products throughout the day today. Kind of made a mental note of them because they're markets I have not searched on Amazon before. So basically decided that I will punch those product markets into Launchfast, see if we get some good scores, and see if those are some markets that I might actually consider selling in. So 3 products I came into contact today. Giant Christmas wreath. My wife wanted some Christmas wreaths to be put up on the outside of our house when our Christmas lights get put up. So I went and bought those today. Granted, it's a seasonal product, so there's a caveat there. Like generally, you don't want to sell seasonal products, but if it gets a good score, it might be something to consider selling, especially if we took out the Christmas aspect and just did giant wreath. If it's, the proper style, it could potentially sell well during different times throughout the year, in fall, things like that, not just Christmas. Giant wreath, rangefinder. I was golfing with my buddy Chris. He was showing me his brand new rangefinder. So we're going to punch that into Launchfast to see if it gets a good score. And then the last one was a trunk organizer. Went to put the wreaths that I purchased today in the back of my car, and I had shit from golf floating all over the place. So I could probably use one of those. So we'll punch that in as well and see if it gets a good score. All right, starting off with the giant wreath I had mentioned. Gonna select 15 products for the software to analyze, and then we'll go from there. Giant wreath got an A7, which is a phenomenal score. Super low cost per click, good market size. That search volume being at 0 number is incorrect. This does happen sometimes with third-party data apps, but solid score. Obviously, the caveat of it being slightly seasonal, still a good score. Next one I'm doing is the rangefinder. I went ahead and picked 15 specific products off camera because this one here, that Sig Sauer, which is meant for kind of expert distance shooters, is kind of an anomaly at that $3,200 mark. So we'll analyze these and see what the score is. Rangefinder scores an A9, a little bit higher on the cost per click side of things here, but I can show you why. At the bottom you can see the new seller metrics. Averaging 43,000 in revenue. Average reviews for new sellers is only 69 reviews, which is low, and the average rating is high as well as the price point is good. Last one we're gonna run is that trunk organizer. So we'll hit analyze and wait for a score. Trunk organizer scored a C3, which is not that great. You can see that the average reviews for the market is 7,300, which is super, super high. And the average price point is only $19, which is quite low. If we scroll down and look at new sellers, average price point is even lower at $9, hence the low score on Launchfast. So there you have it. Kind of a real world example of ways that you can take inspiration for potential products from, just your daily life. We did find some good scores there on Launchfast. The only caveats being that with the wreath, it is a seasonal product, so generally probably will not sell very well year round, and you will have a big sales spike throughout November and December. With the rangefinder, good product, good score, good price point. The caveat there is for new sellers, generally recommend avoiding electronics, but for somebody who's seasoned, who knows how to test a product properly, get a quality electronic and actually put it through its paces. Electronics aren't that big of a deal. And then the last one was that trunk organizer didn't get the greatest score. Pretty easy to understand why with that low price point, so probably not something I would consider launching. Hopefully that helps.